The cruise is back.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's all aboard the newest and most luxurious ship in the fleet.
The decor is fantastic.
Majestic Princess is on her maiden voyage from Australia to the beautiful scenery of New Zealand. In the southern hemisphere, on the second leg of her trip, the temperatures are plummeting as the winds pick up.
Since yesterday, we had gusts of over 70 knots.
For 3,500 intrepid guests, the crew will be working around the clock.
Happy kids, happy parents.
To deliver an unforgettable cruise.
There we go. Yes, yes, it's nice.
Welcome to Sydney, Australia, Majestic Princess.
It's very exciting.
This time,
Ready for your cruise?
Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
the pressure is on for Karen and Ren, who must step up to cover the hotel general manager role.
Okay, so it's Ren's fault that we're going to be late.
And Robbie's pulling out all the stops to impress the passengers at the ship's Halloween celebrations. Captain Dino tries to make history by docking in Napier in the biggest conventional cruise ship the port has ever seen.
We need to reverse all the way in. It is a challenging port.
Singer Tanya has just 1 week to pull off her first one-woman show.
I would have loved to have more time. I'm going to have to think of something last minute.
And as the cruise approaches Sydney, it's the final hurrah.
Welcome to Sydney, Australia, Majestic Princess.
Now it's 40 knots of wind. It's not really a walk in the park.
It's 6:30 in the morning, and Majestic Princess, with Captain Dino Sagani at the helm, is making her approach into New Zealand's capital, Wellington.
You see outside, it's not a pleasant day. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I can hear the wind cooling down the waves. Windy Wellington. Looks like today it is.
Located on the southwesterly tip of the North Island, it's the world's windiest city.
You see that flag?
Funneling off the hills, 50-mile-an-hour winds are buffeting the side of the ship.
300 meters to go.
302 knots.
So we're just trying to get that nice balance of trying to get the ship just to come alongside slowly. So we don't want to hit it too hard, you'll dent the ship.
We're controlling her aggressively.
In position, thanks.
We're in position. I think I need a cappuccino and 2 croissants this morning. What do you think, Steve? Should we allow ourselves
Full course breakfast, I'm going
full
to
breakfast?
Safely arrived, the passengers are free to explore Wellington. Retail therapy is a big part of the cruise experience, and whenever the ship is docked, the 9 shops on board must close, giving retail manager Fernando the chance to take stock.
Hello, Yana. How are you doing?
They sell everything from a £45,000 watch to souvenirs for a few dollars, and he wants to check how the shop's performing.
How's the sales here doing in our destination shop?
Actually, these New Zealand souvenirs are not going that well. It's going kind of slow.
Do you think it's the product, it's the price?
There is a lot of people from Australia, a lot of Kiwis, so probably that's why they're not that interested in the product.
Could be the passenger. I need to double check the demographics for the next cruise because definitely we need to improve that one.
80% of the passengers on the voyage are from Australia and New Zealand, so it's no wonder souvenirs from down under aren't selling.
Next cruise we have around 50% Americans and another 8% of Canadians. So for sure they are looking for souvenirs, a different merchandising from Australia and New Zealand. In the meantime, I'll tell to the team to push hard for the sales.
If Fernando and his team are to boost the flagging takings, they'll have to come up with some new ideas. To mark Majestic's voyage around New Zealand, the ship's booked a guest entertainer. Male passengers are invited to take part in the haka, a Maori ceremonial war dance. The ship is setting sail from Wellington. And with passengers settling back on board, Hotel General Manager Jasper's mind is on who will take charge when he departs the ship on annual leave.
So, Ren, you and Karen will be holding the fort while I'm away.
Customer Services Director Ren and Food and Beverage Director Karen will be stepping up. First task, a huge changeover day for passengers.
Auckland turnaround, probably...
First time there, biggest ship in the region.
Biggest ship in the region, smallest terminal in the world. And
what can go wrong?
What can go wrong?
Unfortunately, you won't be here, but I'll keep you up to date.
I'll be watching you from a distance.
It's a big opportunity for Ren and Karen. And after working for Princess for more than 31 years, Karen has her eye on the top job.
Hotel general manager is in my sights. Would I like to go there? I would like to sit in the big chair, yes.
While Jasper's away, the two will be responsible for the happiness of all 3,560 passengers on board and the well-being of 1,358 staff.
Deck 5, please. 5. Thank you.
Shop assistant Abigail is one of the newest on board.
I hope it's deck 5. So I come from Portsmouth, England, and I've been on the ship 2 weeks, and it's very good, but it's very big.
Today, she's helping retail manager Fernando.
Thank you.
Today we have one of the big sales in the dining room.
So everything's really cheap, and it's calm at the moment, but it's going to get very hectic very soon.
Hello, good morning.
The guests on the ships, they really like a bargain.
Women are
Crazy
they're passionate about what they do.
Hello, good morning. Good morning. Ready for shopping?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Fernando is hoping busy sales will boost his takings.
Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Bye.
With hundreds of passengers with money to spend, he's hoping it'll improve performance in the retail department. 12 decks up, Jasper's performance is being rewarded with a special send-off from the captain and crew.
Wow, the whole seat's up here.
Captain speaking. We just wanted to thank you all. I know that somebody is leaving the family very soon, Jasper. I'd like to thank you. Keep doing the hard job that you're doing.
It's Ren's moment to shine, and it's your moment to shine, so a lot happening. What did they say when the cat's away?
We will play.
The mice play. Thank you very much. You've been amazing. I could not have done it without you. Oh, no, but it's true. One day she will push me off my chair. I'm pretty sure. I'm convinced. But that's the same as Ren. Yeah, time for me to retire.
It's not yet dawn, and the ship has arrived in Auckland, New Zealand's largest city.
Morning.
Ren and Karen are now in charge and need to impress. Karen must load all the supplies while Ren gets passengers and bags aboard, and they can't afford to delay departure.
The gangway's not that idiot, so every minute counts.
Keep me informed. There's no power in the gangway.
So we just heard that there's no power on the gangway, which is not very good. But hopefully they can find the plug and put it in.
With the ship docking late and disembarkation due to start in 15 minutes, it's pushed Ren behind schedule already.
Hey. There's a lot of expectations on my shoulder and Karen's shoulder for today. Now that we're running a little bit late, it's pretty extra pressure. We're half hour now. Bye-bye, safe travels. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So we just started disembarkation. We're about 20 minutes behind. Bye-bye, see you next time. But we'll be catching up very soon. Positive thoughts. Safe arrivederci.
With a full 3,500 passenger changeover and around 5,000 bags, and Karen's 168-ton food delivery on top, Ren will need more than positive thoughts to get them both through the day.
There's just a developing situation about the loading, which I'm now going outside to speak to the agents with.
There is a backlog of trucks with essential supplies waiting to get into the loading bay. But space is so limited, only one truck can unload at a time.
So what's the story now?
The story now is that we still have 2 trucks outside, 2.5 trucks.
So the captain's under the impression that we're going to be delayed because somebody's told them that we're not going to get the stores on in time?
We still got 5 trucks to go.
So, wait there, hang on. So, one's saying 2, now we're saying 5.
3 more plus a first.
Wait there, wait there. 2.
Here we go.
I'm going to wait till they decide how many trucks they have. Whoa, 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 whoa! Ashwin, Karen, they dropped a pallet of pumpkins.
So 2 trucks, food and beverage.
Yeah.
And 1 technical.
Okay, we have 3 more trucks in line. We could have a slight delay. It all depends on how fast these guys can get it onto the ship. It's a bit of a frenzy just now. I like a frenzy.
The ship is due to sail in just 1 hour.
Where are you?
And with 3 truckloads of goods still to come on board, it'll be a race to the finish line.
Ready for your cruise?
It's changeover day, and Ren is boarding the final passengers on Majestic Princess in Auckland.
Welcome on board.
But the small loading area has caused major delays for Karen's supplies.
The main thing is the passengers have not felt anything of the disruption that's been going on. I'm sure Ren's going to crow a bit more because he's been a lot more smoother than I have.
So embarkation went extremely well. As you can see, we only have a couple of guests left to come on board.
Karen's team has opened another door so they can load at double the speed. And the final truck has just pulled up.
How many pallets? And it couldn't be a nice, easy one where it opens up at the side. It's got to be the one you've got to drag it out. Okay, just to confirm, that's our last truck in. We're just offloading 12 pallets and then we're finished.
Excellent. So we're on time.
Good news, yeah, we're finished. Well, we're not finished yet, but we're finishing.
In the terminal, Ren has just a handful of passengers left to board.
Where are you coming from?
Perth, in Western
Perth.
Australia.
Do you drive?
Yes, no, we walked. We drove, love. We walked. See ya.
Bye-bye.
He's been warned 2 remaining guests are delayed after a late flight.
Bridge CST. Update on that late 2 guests. They just left the airport and they should be in 45 minutes. We have them on the phone. Should I say to them, we're staying or leaving?
No, that's fine. As long as it's 10, 15 minutes, we'll get everything else ready.
Do not.
I rushed for nothing and you've got passengers.
Okay, can you ask them if they can go as quick as possible?
Okay, so it's Ren's fault that we're going to be late. Did everybody hear that? Oh, wait till I tell Jasper.
I thought I had it in the bag, but it's not my fault the plane came in late.
They are parking right outside.
So we just heard the 2 guests just park outside, so we'll meet them and then we'll get them on board. There's a taxi coming. Just found them. It's the most labor work I'll do today. All guests on board, late guests on board. All shell doors are closed and we're ready to sail. 12 minutes late.
Majestic Princess is setting sail for her next port. With new passengers on board, there's a good number of guests from North America. And up on deck 7, the shops are heaving.
I think I'm going to get this Manuka honey.
Yeah.
And what do you call this thing?
It's statue of fertility, actually.
I'm going to buy it for my wife. She'll get a lot of use out of it.
And Fernando checks back in with the souvenir shop.
How's your destination products going on?
Doing better and better.
Doing better and better?
Yes.
And in terms of souvenirs?
Bracelets and the pens are doing fantastic. Books also are doing fantastic.
Looks like the souvenirs, they're going better.
Fernando is finally happy. Up on the bridge, Captain Dino and his team are preparing for one of the most difficult port entries on the entire route.
Okay, guys, so arrive at Port Chames tomorrow morning. Co-navigator will be Sean, staff captain, ops director. David, you're gonna go after. Port Chalmers is one of the most challenging, most difficult ports that we have in the itinerary because the tide, the current inside the port get very high.
To get into port, they must navigate through a narrow channel with treacherous shallows on both sides.
There is no way to turn the vessel inside the channel because the channel is this big, we are this big, so it doesn't go. We either go one way or the other, so we want to go this way once we are committed. Of course, not only is a place where the current is strong, the wind can get very strong as well. So again, we need to modify this, come a little bit south here. Yeah.
They must time their arrival very precisely.
So tomorrow morning we have to arrive nice and early in order not to arrive with the strongest current. So that means entering at full dark, which is going to be 5:30. We have to be very careful and position ourselves at the right place because you can damage the propeller. It will be the end of the cruise for sure.
Dino and his team have a big challenge ahead of them. And the entertainment crew have their work cut out too, planning ahead for a special night. And Robbie's got a bold idea for the finale.
All right, guys, horror night's coming. What are we thinking? Scary fun. We were thinking of doing a flash mob.
The guests are expecting a big Halloween celebration, so Robbie and his team will need to deliver.
We'll keep it simple though, so then everyone can join in and pick it up easy.
The team wants crew members from around the ship to dance with them. So Robbie and Emma need to choreograph a straightforward routine anyone can follow.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be like, "Whoa, yeah, we love you!"
Cool.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
The rest of the team is planning ghostly goings-on.
Just cauliflower?
It's supposed to be your brain.
Oh, it's soggy.
It's 5:30 a.m. and on the bridge, the team are about to enter the channel outside Port Chalmers. They'll be navigating in under cover of darkness, and the wind is already blowing.
There is quite a strong wind, so yes, it is on the limits. But the forecast is to go down, so if you guys are okay, I think that we can make it, just keep it a little bit faster through the channel. Okay, off we go then.
This maneuver is going to be a huge team effort, with Dino on the bridge, and at the back of the ship, First Officer David will play a vital role too.
So as we come through the channel, because the stern is quite far away from the bow of the ship, so as we come in, I need to be the eyes and ears for the captain on the bridge. This is a rangefinder. So it's basically like a laser pointer, which tells you point it at something and you can check the distance of it. So as we come through, I'll visually see the distances and then I'll check them with this to make sure it's about right.
He must make sure the back of the ship isn't drifting off course in the wind and getting too close to the shallows.
Bridge half mooring, that one's 110 port side, 110.
She's coming around nice, so yeah. We have a 30 meter on each side. We're looking good at the moment.
Dino has guided the ship through the channel safely. But now there's an even bigger challenge ahead of him, pulling into the tiny port.
He's going to come in if that's the berth, so he's going to come in like this, and then spin the ship around like that, and then come alongside astern with the starboard side too there, so yeah.
Everybody happy to do the swing? Yeah. Okay, so 2 knots, so we can go down to only 30. Yep. It's gusting over 22 knots, so we are using all the power almost. Stern is coming gently to starboard, which is okay. In position, hold it there, up. Very good. We have it under full control, as always. 5 meters off, we don't want to screw it up now, huh? I'm very happy that we are alongside.
Safely in port, the challenge is over, and the passengers are relaxing. On the Lido deck are regular cruises Chris and Julie Edwards.
Can I order a Mai Tai, please?
The ship has passengers on a range of budgets.
So we've basically prepaid everything and just basically don't worry about any bills at the end of our cruise.
All right, let's go.
The couple are staying in one of the cheapest interior cabins on board, costing on average £150 a night.
Got the key?
They're about to get a taste of the high life. meeting Raul and Karen Casagrande in their £470 a night penthouse suite.
It must be way down the hallway. All right, ready?
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, come in.
Is this an ensuite?
This is the bathroom.
Oh my God.
That's the size of our room.
They've got a separate toilet, the lucky thing. Hello. Oh, it's a two-way. Is this all marble? Flash.
Oh, just saw your balcony. That is ridiculously huge.
Ooh, special.
Champagne. Oh, lovely.
Who would have thought us peasants meeting these guys?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bon voyage.
5 decks below in the piazza, the ship is all geared up for the Halloween horror night. Hundreds of passengers have spent hours getting ready.
Oh my, everyone's coming out of the woodwork. I love it.
And Robbie's hoping it's a success.
So this is the costume parade party.
If you're a couple, come to the middle of the dance floor, please.
This is fun, because now you see how creative everyone is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's official. The best dressed couple tonight are the Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize. It seems that there's something wrong with the electricity here tonight.
Robbie's big moment has arrived. And crew from around the ship are joining in.
It's gone amazing. Like tonight it's gone amazing. I couldn't ask for anything else. I'm just like buzzing.
Majestic Princess is on her way to the port of Napier in New Zealand. And on deck 5, there's a meeting for a group of special passengers.
Everyone here is part of Cruise Critic. It's an online forum for the different cruises.
Cruise Critic forums are full of reviews of every aspect of a cruise, from entertainment to room service. Getting a thumbs up keeps passengers booking.
Okay, let's see what's here. This is the hot food.
And this morning, Claudia from Arizona is putting breakfast through its paces.
They have American bacon, but sometimes it's a little greasy.
Every day at breakfast, the passengers get through an average of 1,200 kilos of fruit, 5,000 pastries, 800 liters of coffee, and 4,800 eggs.
Fried eggs. Sometimes they sit there before they're used or thrown away, and they're sunny side up.
Prolific reviewer Claudia has some of her own suggestions.
So you have 2 fried egg stations. Maybe this station could be something more exciting, like crepes. Crepes come to mind, because I love crepes.
She'll be taking her feedback to the team at guest services. Whilst the adults relax on the top deck, there are also 27 children on board who must be kept entertained. Former Naval Officer Gwen runs the Kids Club, a free child-minding service that gives parents some much-needed me time.
Reach up super high to the sky, super high.
You know, a lot of kids will come on board and they'll turn up here and they'll go, are there any other kids on board? Because I didn't see any. But that's why you come here, and this is their meeting spot.
So, go ahead and put your apron on first.
She's under pressure to keep the kids busy, and today she's taking them to a cake-making competition in the galley.
Jump on up, we're gonna get ready to go.
We want to make sure that when the parents come to pick them up, they see a happy child and they see a child that was able to have a good time.
As the junior chefs arrive, Executive Chef Nilo is there to meet them.
What you're going to do now is create a cake, whatever design that you wish for, just do it, all right?
After a quick demo from the pastry chef, the kids have got just half an hour to create their culinary masterpieces.
Oh, this is a great surprise. Marshmallows and strawberries in the middle. The creative side, I'm so impressed by these guys.
The winner is all of you.
All of you.
Yeah? Give yourself a round of applause.
Gwen knows happy kids means happy parents.
And that's just what we try to cultivate. The proof is in the pudding.
And she's got a big idea in mind to mark the end of the cruise.
In a couple of days, we've got the culinary demo with Chef Nilo, where he's going to be on stage, and the kids will get to go up on stage as well. I'm going to be so excited.
As night falls on Majestic Princess, the passengers make the most of the ship's facilities. And the restaurants and bars are at peak capacity.
All right, guys. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Tanya.
It's good to see you.
On deck 6, 4'8" tiny Tanya is entertaining the passengers in Crooner's Piano Bar.
Let's do the stay again. I like this song. I think it's good. And you guys do it so good. We hope you stay.
I wanted to be Celine Dion. I wanted to be in Wicked. I wanted to do that, the big stuff. So I had trained my voice to do that.
Hope you stay, stay, stay. And play.
But then I kind of happened after college into this field, and I haven't gotten out of it, and that was never my dream.
Tanya has ambitions to become one of the ship's guest entertainers, and she's just been handed a big chance. In a few days, she's been booked to play her first ever one-woman show to see if she's got what it takes.
I'm absolutely ready for this, more than I ever have.
We hope you stay. The cruise bar hopes you stay with us all day.
It's morning, and hotel services engineer Scott is doing his rounds.
All of these screens have to be ripped out and replaced with this. Okay.
He's been called to the photography showroom to replace the customer display units.
Originally, those massive bulky units, it's been left away with this, which doesn't look good. But then with that, all the securing's different. So it's not a straightforward swap. 24 screens to do. What do you want us to do? Do you want us to continue here until lunch?
For photography boss Andrew, screen time is money.
It doesn't matter which way we kind of do it.
The sooner the better.
Okay.
Thank you.
With just 2 days left till the end of the cruise, the screens must be fixed so that passengers can order their holiday photos. Ten decks above, in the World Fresh Market, staff in the breakfast buffet are doing their best to keep the passengers fed and happy. And in one of the passenger lounges, guest services trainer and troubleshooter extraordinaire, Cynthia, is about to get Claudia's feedback.
How are you doing?
I'm Claudia.
I'm Cynthia. Pleased to meet you.
And she's on frank form.
There are times when the food in the buffet is substandard.
Okay.
And they try so hard. They really do try hard. The bakery part is fantastic.
Okay, that's the things that we need to know. So if you don't let us know, then we kind of just think everyone's jolly.
Yeah, so
I'm
like
gonna
I
actually.
said, it's hard. You know, why are you gonna fry all these eggs and set them out there so they
It's
can
very
get artists?
difficult. Yeah.
You know, why don't you fry them when they ask for them?
Well, leave it with us.
Okay.
We'll bring it to the right people that's in charge. You have been heard.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The ship takes guest and cruise critic comments seriously.
Hey, Karen. Can I steal 5 minutes of your time if you don't mind?
And Cynthia is taking Claudia's breakfast feedback to executive chef Nilo and food and beverage manager Karen.
A lady called Claudia. She's part of the cruise critics. She suggested live cooking. Now, I know this is very difficult for us because we've got a high demand of guests up there.
No, not really. I mean, we do live cooking. We have over 2,000 guests coming up there continuously. So a fried egg has to be fresh.
Yes, and she had a really nice suggestion, something like a crepe for a breakfast.
Is that we already have our station set out, so now
Yeah.
the chef has to squeeze in another cooking section. So we'll sit down and we'll discuss with the team upstairs.
Okay, wonderful.
The chef, you can maybe give it a trial for one breakfast and see how it goes.
This is not her first rodeo, as we would say.
Majestic Princess is making her way around New Zealand's North Island. And on sea days, there's a full calendar of passenger entertainment, including flown-in guest performers. In the 300-seat Vista Lounge, Tanya is watching the matinee performance of British operatic duo Divalicious.
You're amazing. Can I take a picture with you?
Yes, of course.
As guest entertainers, they earn more money and play to bigger audiences. So Tanya is hoping that they will give her some valuable advice.
Once you get on the big stage, you've got to take it up a couple of notches.
No, perform it in your hometown, you know, to your friends, family, get feedback, and then really...
Like a nice, gentle start.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm not doing that. I'm actually going to be doing it on the ship, so...
For the first time?
Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
That's great. That would be our recommendation. Do it for the first time on the ship.
Go for it.
Tanya's beginning to wonder if she's bitten off a bit more than she can chew. The ship is sailing through the night towards Napier on New Zealand's North Island, and Captain Dino is preparing for a landmark event.
We keep coming down, as the pilot suggested, no more than 6 knots, 5 ships land.
She's the biggest conventional cruise ship that's ever been to the small port.
We can start to take the propulsion half astern on both.
But docking will be a real challenge.
There's not enough space for us to go in and swing and then come back out. So we need to swing outside the harbor, reverse all the way in. So we're talking passing distance, about 50 meters clearance.
And there's a lot riding on it. If he makes it in, they can make this a regular stop.
It's good for Princess Cruises, it's good for Majestic Princess, and of course it's also good for Captain Dino Sagani.
It's 7 a.m. and Majestic Princess is making her final approach into Napier's harbour on the northeast coast of New Zealand.
Once we are 100 meters, can start to call the lateral minimum over there, yeah.
To help with manoeuvres, a local pilot assists them.
That's 70 lateral off the end of 5. I'm giving distances on this side, on the port side, and the pilot and the captain are over on the starboard side. So we're just backing slowly into the harbour. This is the biggest conventional cruise ship that we've had into Napier.
As the port is so tight, there is no room to swing the ship inside the harbour, so she must swing outside and reverse in.
Don't want to start to stop too much because we're not clear here yet.
40 meters to go still, 30. 4040, yeah.
Bringing 144,000 tons of cruise ship to a gentle halt is no mean feat.
303. 2. And Eric, how far now?
1.5.
And after 2 hours, they're docked.
Somebody up there was very kind to us today to organize this beautiful day.
To celebrate the ship's arrival, the city is throwing a 1930s-themed welcome party. Napier was devastated by the 1931 earthquake, but rose from the ashes to rebuild in the Art Deco style of the day, and passengers are off to explore. But back on board, the work never stops for the crew. With spare parts hard to source, some must be made from scratch in the ship's workshops. Scott and his team have managed to fashion new stands for the photography showroom.
So we've made these, and then the plates we've made, so we're going to install them both together. So now once everything's painted and everything's done, we're going to take it up there and get it installed. Happy days.
But it looks, this one just went in better than that one. I mean, it's flush.
Yeah, because they probably didn't clean. Half, you know, we do it properly.
90%.
Finally, the passengers can view their cruise highlights. Tanya is also making the most of the quiet ship and is rehearsing with the house band and choreographer Andy. This is her first solo show, and she's got big ideas.
I think we had this first, and then I Will Survive, because I have a costume change.
But performing on the main stage is very different to a piano bar.
You leaving stage, it's your show. They need to see you the whole time, so I don't know how you do that.
She may be a confident singer, but the reality of carrying the whole show by herself is beginning to hit home.
Having the band and the way that it's set, I cannot do the dress change. I'm going to have to think of something last minute and it has to be practiced as well. And these are things I did not factor in because I've just never done it.
With a big rethink needed and just 2 days till showtime, will Tanya be ready? At 3 o'clock, with all the passengers back on board, the ship is ready to leave Napier.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. I really hope you have enjoyed throughout the time here in Napier.
And the city has been a big hit with the passengers.
Went around the city and looked at a lot of the Art Deco architecture and back into town. Had a great time.
We are ready. Stand by with the love ball.
The passengers are making the most of the sunshine.
Starboard 30.
Starboard 30?
Yes, just to give a gentle return.
And now that he knows the port at first hand, the departure goes smoothly for Captain Dino. And the ship sets sail for her final destination, Sydney, Australia. It's 6:30 a.m. in the breakfast buffet on deck 16.
This is not what I expected, actually. So, crepes should be like round shape.
Executive Chef Nilo is putting the finishing touches to the crepe station that cruise critic Claudia suggested.
At least it looks much better. This one works. And there you go. Yeah, so we just put this one for now.
And food and beverage manager Karen has come to see if it's passed muster with the passengers.
Oh, I think they're enjoying it by the look of the line, and they're helping themselves, which is good, so they can do as much or as little as they like.
That's a masterpiece.
What is absolutely looks delicious. You can actually tell by the smile on my face just how happy I am.
But there's one person who's conspicuous by their absence.
It's just so unfortunate that I don't see Claudia around. So apparently I heard she's not feeling well. So yeah, maybe next time.
But thankfully the crepes have proved a hit with the other passengers. And as the ship makes its way towards Sydney...
All right, so, we're going to follow behind me so we don't crash into anybody.
Gwen has arranged a grand finale for the Kids Club, a culinary demo in the theatre in front of 1,000 passengers that she hopes will impress their parents.
You feeling game for a bit of a fun adventure on stage? No? Okay.
I will call them if I need this.
Chef Nilo is going to give them spatulas and give them things to bring out, and I just want to be sure that it all happens and goes to plan. I am nervous.
Welcome one and all to the Princess Theatre for a very special culinary demonstration today. Chef Nilo!
But with the demo underway, Gwen spots a problem.
Yes. No, put back that one in there. Put back the one in there, please. You had your breakfast? Yeah, good to go.
The plan is for the children to bring those ingredients to the chef. Being a good crew member that he is, he thought, this is in the wrong place, I'm going to take it back. But now there's nothing for the kids to bring on stage.
With just seconds until the kids are called out, Gwen comes up with a cunning plan.
Aiden, you're going to take the first thing out that he needs, and I want you to just try and steal something else, okay?
Okay, is my assistant right there?
Aiden, you're up, buddy.
Each of the kids will have to bring back an ingredient for them all to get a chance in the spotlight.
How are you doing? Oh, thank you for the chocolate cake. Yeah, just stay with me.
Cherries. Okay, if you can steal something, go for it. If not, just stay out there.
There you go. How are you, young gentlemen? What's your name? Lucas.
Awesome.
Okay, can I have all the ingredients I have out there? There you go. Woo-hoo! Amazing. Whoop.
All right, did you guys have fun on stage? Yep. Awesome.
Now Gwen is hoping for some glowing feedback from the parents.
For them to go off to Kids Club and get the experience, it's just, it's golden for us, you know?
I have been told several times that, Gwen, you're so great with the kids because you're just one big kid. And that's fine. I love being a big kid. I will happily be a big kid till I'm 100 years old.
Looks like it's a gold star for Gwen. On deck 7, it's showtime too. The 300-capacity Vista Lounge is filling up for Tanya's one-woman show. Backstage, Tanya's found an ingenious way to keep her costume changes.
They told me I couldn't have a costume change, so why not just embrace it fully?
Assistant Cruise Director Sandra is keen to see if Tanya can prove she's ready.
Thank you for coming out to the amazing Tanya Scott Show. Please help me welcome to the stage your ever-entertaining crooners performer, Tanya Scott!
How do I turn this frown upside down? Any takers tonight? How do I turn this frown upside down? Don't I look cute? Thank you very much. Little things are oh so cute and lovable. You wanna pick us up cause we're so darn snuggable. Thank you. If you just let go, just let go.
I had to totally wing it, and it was a beautiful mess.
You did a
Full of
fantastic
energy.
job. Yes. I'm super proud. I know she worked really hard for it, and I think it went over really well.
Tanya, amazing!
Tanya is one of my favorite people. She's just a huge personality, and she brings it onto the stage, and that was a fantastic performance.
Majestic Princess has traveled almost 18,000 nautical miles since she left Shanghai 2 months back. And as the cruise approaches Sydney, it's the final hurrah.
Let's land in Sydney.
A special runway with flares has been organized to welcome the ship.
You can enter our runway.
It might be 5 a.m., but most of the 3,500 passengers are up on deck to view the spectacle.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, yes. It's nice.
Because you see it on TV is one thing, you see it in magazines, but to actually like sail past it that close, epic, innit?
Welcome to Sydney, Australia, Majestic Princess.